Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing Lunara. This is a video request from Swear off of YouTube, and I think I'm going to make this more of an in-depth video where I go into a little bit more detail about a hero than I typically do, because he said he wanted to learn about the hero. So, um, we'll go over. Oh, he also said he wanted a auto attack build, but there's two builds that I find really strong with Lunara whenever I play her, and the one is Q build, which is my personal favorite, and then one is an auto attack like build, but I kind of do a hybrid one. So, we'll hopefully be able to play two games, have two good games, and be able to showcase it to you. But that's enough chit chat. This video is going to be long enough, so we'll hop into the game. Alright, we find ourselves on the Braxis Holdout today. You know, it's been a while since I got this map, and I'm really, not happy that I've gotten it now. But, against this enemy team, I think a Q build would be good, because Q build is really strong at having multiple poisons out on people, as well as, dealing, a little bit of burst damage, which against this team I think we'll need that. So we're gonna go for Nature's Perspective at level 1. This just allows us to my Nature's Toxin, which is my poison, also our trait, will reveal enemies for the duration. So this is really strong against stealth heroes like Samuro, Valera, Nova, all the stealth heroes, Zeratul. If you don't know how Lunara works, if you look up here at my movement speed, you'll notice it's hopping up and down. That's because that's how Lunara moves. It's a little scuttly hop is how she moves. We're just trying, when we're in team fights, to tickle the enemies to death, because we truthfully aren't dealing a whole lot of damage. If I'm being completely honest, Lunara doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. She can tickle enemies down, so by time the tickling is done, they should be dead. But she's not out here pumping out insane amount of damage. That will change later in the game. We will be able to absolutely destroy them, but we were able to deal a lot of spread out damage. So we go in, we apply some auto attacks, and we run. Whenever you're playing Lunara, you can use your little hoppy movement speed to your advantage, and you should be, because when you're playing her, you want to be dodging abilities first and dealing damage second. So I'm going to look for Alarak combos and what's this girl? Orphea Qs, and dodge those before I'm looking to land one of my Qs or one of my auto attacks, because it'll be much more beneficial to me, because Lunara, as you can see, that one trap dealt a lot of damage to me. That's because Lunara is one of the squishiest heroes in the game. She is also one of the oh, really nice Junkrat bomb. One of the squishiest and most gankable heroes in the game, because she has no escapes. So if this were to be a bigger map, we could get ganked upon really easily, and it would be no fun for us. However, that is countered by our E, Wisp. So you can use your little Wisp to scout an area, which is super strong to help gain info just about the map in general, as well as keep yourself giving yourself the ability to just completely avoid these engagements from the enemies, or rotations rather. I don't see myself using it a whole lot on this map against this team. Really nice heals by my allies, and I'll go ahead and use my W to slow down that enemy's soul, hoping we could get a kill, but we weren't quite able to. I'm fine with that though. Nice pickup there though by our Junkrat, and I should be able to just whittle down this Alarak. I'm hoping with the help of Anduin too, but his healer's there to help him. So that's what I'm talking about with this fake damage that Lunara is dealing. Is if I was playing another hero, might have been able to get the kill there. Since I was just playing silly little Lunara, not quite able to. I do need to be super careful here, but I did see Alarak just use his combo recently, and I'm glad I went Q build. Next talent tier. Oh, these enemies are in for it. I'm gonna have to back here quickly though because I got a little too ambitious in that fight. But this gives me a moment to talk about my talent or my abilities. So, auto attacks, or your trait is Nature's Toxin. It allows us to apply this poison, and you can apply this poison in 3 different ways. Through auto attacks, will apply them. Landing your Q will apply them, and activating your W on enemies that already have it will apply it. So our Q is this little thing you see me cast like right there. It's a little circle that after half a second it'll explode, dealing quite frankly not a whole lot of damage, but it will apply my poison to them. However, with our level 7 talent, this damage is spiked. You seen there? We were able to hit him with a crit, hit that Zol with a crit. That was just thanks to our level 7 talent, which I said would be a big one for us. And oh boy, it is. Nice damage coming out there, just whittling the enemy team down. But with their heal, oh no, I'm dead. Oh, that was close. I could have get comboed by Alarak, and that'd be a gone man. We'll just back quickly here. I don't think there's any reason not to. We want to get full and continue to be healthy because despite us now able to rack up some decent damage, we don't have any HP still or any defensive abilities yet. Except for maybe you could consider our W that. So I mentioned if an enemy has poison, activating W will increase the poison's duration as well as start to slow this enemy. Ooh, this is some spooky stuff. I totally messed up my combos. I meant to auto attack the Orphea. I auto attacked the minion. Nice root by our Anduin will help us deal some damage to the Blaze. Not an insane amount. Oh, this Anduin is not having a very easy time right now. With him getting taken down. We'll go ahead and Sippy Cup, I suppose. Backing wouldn't have been terrible either. So you should have a decent grasp on this kit now. Some combos you can do is an auto attack on an enemy. This first auto attack is like a run and gun, so you land it, then you run for sweet life. Then you come back in for another one. Here, I'll see if I can pull it off here. So we're gonna go ahead, auto attack her. Just run away, walk away. And then had she re-engaged, we'll do it on the minion. So we auto attack it, we run. Then we come back in, we auto attack, immediately press our W, and then with the slow from our W, we can land an easy Q. When our Qs are dealing a lot of damage now. I think I will head back down into the bottom lane just to help out the friendly team. We do move a lot slower, because we don't have a mount speed. So rotating through lanes, we are slower than if we mounted up. But Lunara doesn't have the ability to mount. We'll go ahead and try to slow these enemies down with all of our abilities. Really nice ult by the friendly team there. Get him! Slows everywhere. And with my poison and the help of Junkrat, we were able to pick up a kill on Zul and the Alarak there, which is very nice. Objective is up though, so we should be fighting for that. And so this build is really focused on landing Qs, but also just keeping poison consistently applied to enemy units. Well, that's why we picked up Thornwood Vine at level 10. It's because it really will help us with this ability to continuously be poisoned. So now, we don't have to land that first auto attack. We can land an auto attack, and then our ult, and then the enemies are ready to get wrecked from just that. Good damage coming out there. I'll talk about our talents here for a moment. So level 4, we picked up Blossoming Swell. Whew, that was spooky. Oh my goodness, so many things are happening. But we're able to pump out a lot of damage right now, which I'm very, very pleased with. Hopefully I can get to the other side of this. And unfortunately, I totally whiffed my ability there, and we're going to have to just play a little cautious. Low on mana, so we'll back out. Get our Sippy Cup, which is up, and continue. But Blossoming Swell, it increases the range and radius of our Q, and our Q at level 1 with no talents would just apply 1 stack of our trait. Now it applies 2 stacks of our trait. So you can see we landed it there on the I didn't even realize I was the one that got pulled. Fear me, I tickle you. I'll come in just to get the mana. Whipping my Q again, which is no good, and that's a big combo by the Alarak there. Well played by him. But a nice Syndragosa coming out here by the friendly team will allow us to deal some good damage and really rotate in on this enemy team here. Trying to get this Alarak. That should be enough poison. With their healer dead, he will die. That's wonderful. We're going to go in back just to get full everything and help out our Junkrat if he needs it. Looks like he has it, but Zul is also quite a problem to deal with. So then at level 7, we picked up Noxious Blossom, or Choking Pollen, which increases the damage of our Q. It will deal 100% more damage to units that's affected by our poison. And if the enemy has 3 stacks of our poison, the damage increases by even more. So we're really focusing on getting 3 stacks out quickly and then landing our abilities. We picked up Endless Spores, and this is where our build really starts to come online and allows us to really just stick on top of these enemies and constantly have things applied to them. So if we have 2 of our 2 enemies are attacked by our poison, if that is happening, then it'll reduce the cooldown of our W by 4 seconds. Yeah, by 4 seconds after we use it. So it becomes a 6-second cooldown, which allows us to just consistently be reapplying this super long goods flow. I need to be super cautious here, but with my movement speed, Lunara is one of the easiest heroes to dodge abilities. And we'll just be able to walk right on out. A lot of brawling going on, and for no real reason. But I guess we can continue to do it because we're having fun. I would love to get in on this Alarak, but I'm too scared to in the current moment. We'll just attack the Zul then, I suppose. That should be enough poison to end the Zul's life, as well as the Alarak, but it looks like Alarak was able to get healed up from his friendly Deckard Cain. And I'm just going to try to dodge my life for my life and get out. So we're able to pump out good damage. That's all we were able to do that fight. And kite the enemies as good as possible. Oh, poor Alarak missed the creep. He missed it twice. No, poor fella. Now, level 16 is, for this build, by far the biggest talent upgrade. Well, I don't know if I'd say by far. I think level 7 is probably the best, but then this is the next best one. Accelerated Contamination. It will reduce the mana cost of our Q. And while at least one enemy hero is affected by our poison, the cooldown recharges 75% faster. Which means we can have Qs flying out all the time. Ws flying out all the time. Anytime an enemy doesn't have poison affected, we just make them be affected by it. By using our ult. Now, unfortunately though, friendly team kind of getting wrecked. Kind of getting real wrecked. Really well played by the enemy team with a couple of good ults. But, look at that damage. Come in on me, Zul, I dare you. You want a piece of this Deckard Cain? That's what I thought. You better run, boy. So thanks to all of our abilities, these enemies are just constantly being slowed. Poisoned. Wrecked! Oh, barely missing that Q, which could have done a lot for us. We're going to go to him back just because our healer's dead, and my HP is low enough to justify it. We'll go right back in on here. And then level 20. We'll care for Zag. Oh, he's saying our Zag. Level 20 is going to be a big talent as well. I don't actually know what this one does. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. Whew. Goodbye to that Orphea. With my poisons and my W's active, this man will not be able to get away either. We'll ensure that he dies. Hopefully, at least. He was somehow able to heal a little bit extra. Oh no, he's gonna get out, ain't he? Good slows by the friendly team though. And hopefully my Anduin can keep me alive because I'm getting a little wrecked right now. Ah, save me, Anduin! So I played that team fight a little poorly. Wasn't quite able to pick up any kills there, which is very sad. But we also were able to force them off the objective, and none of us died, so I suppose that's good. You'll notice our Anduin ceiling is really a lot lower than a Deckard, and that's surprising. But it's not actually that surprising because my damage is fake damage, so he's getting free heals consistently because with this build on Lunara, it's hard to deal single target damage, but rather you're dealing a lot of multi-target damage. Whew. Whew. Spooky stuff. And so that's why Deckard Cain, on paper, is dealing a lot better than our Anduin. But our Anduin has saved myself so many times this game. Oh, that poor Alarak. He didn't stand a chance. Also, your empowered Qs work on buildings too, any unit. Whew, she gone. So, you can see we were able to deal almost double the damage of every other hero in the game. And we were able to do that though because we were, before anything, focusing on dodging abilities before dealing damage. Additionally, that was a 2-lane map, so we weren't able to get ganked as easily, which is one of Lunara's main weaknesses, is getting ganked. And like I said, I don't think I used my Wisp once that game. But the build for this one is, this is the Q build. Nature's Perspective at level 1, which you honestly can pick whatever you want at level 1. This is just my personal favorite. Blossom Swell at level 4, Choking Pollens at level 7, Thornwood Vine at level 10, Endless Spores at 13, and Accelerated Contamination at level 16. Had we made it to 20, we would have picked up Forest's Wrath, which I knew the first part, so our vines now apply 2 stacks of Nature's Toxin, and then increases the range, and I didn't know it increases Lunara's vision, but it makes it easier to land your ults, which is super strong. We'll open a loot box, and then we'll go ahead and queue up for one more, which will be the auto attack focused build. Ah, yes, nothing but disappointment. Alright, here we go. Alright, and we find ourselves on the Warhead Junction today. Yet again, another map I'm not a fan of. Whew. See that, that glitching of her hop? So, now we're really going to have to test ourselves, because this is a hard enemy team to play Lunara against, because they are all really good. At least these 4 are really good at dealing damage to squishy targets, which Lunara is. Additionally, I have no spells that I can dodge. They're all auto attackers, except for, once again, Asmit. Oh my goodness, spinnies! Let's go!
3, 2, 1.
You love it. But we're going to pick up Nature's Perspective once again, and this time we will actually be using our scouting tool a lot this game. A lot. We're going to use it to make sure we don't get absolutely wrecked upon. Sending out any slows we can, but really don't want to be taking burst, because with us being so squishy, Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to play so safe this game, aren't we? We don't have any sustain until level 4, which thankfully with this build, we will get a little bit of sustain. But it's not gonna be enough to be like, oh my goodness, your hero's broken. But it'll be enough that I might be able to win an encounter against the Greymane. Things of that sort. Additionally, this Artanis is probably, if he's not brain dead, he's just gonna wreck us in the late game. Whew. Yeah, take that, nerd. Sonya going for the camp steal. But with this build, oh, I don't like this rotation, but I have to be top. We're gonna really come online at, I believe it's 7 again. So level 7 for Lunara is a huge power spike, as well as 16 and 20 are gonna be big ones for her. Oh, I still try to do the combo. Yeah, you better run away, Zul. It's time for some weeding, she says. We'll come in and try to help save our Li Ming if she needed it, but thankfully Zul backed out. And as long as we play this smart, we'll be able to beat him up here in the Zul lane. If we get a rotation from our Nova, though, that would be wonderful. Doesn't look like we're gonna, so I guess we'll just keep soaking. Oh, Zul never backed, did he? Oh, he didn't. Interesting. Alrighty. We're gonna have to take the long route for safety reasons and pick up Siphoning Toxin. So you'll notice on this big map, we're probably gonna get out microed a lot, or macroed. If you don't know the difference, micro is me stutter stepping. That's me microing. Okay. But a macro is me playing the map. It's like the big picture stuff. So micro is small picture, macro is big picture. And I think we're gonna get out macroed this game. The enemy team has a very strong slow this man to get him away from me. Enemy team has a very not even that they have a strong team. It's just I am bad at rotating through maps that are big. Friendly team is going in on these guys, and if they continue to do so, I'd be down to help them out in these fights. I'm gonna come here and just launch a nuke quickly, and continue to back out, help the team if they need it. They were to pick up a kill on the Zul there, and I think we can get more than that. Maybe not with Genji coming in though. Thanks to our level 4 talent though, we're able to heal a decent bit. And I think between all those poisons, he should die. Not quite, not quite. Lucky Genji. I don't know why I sippy cupped and then backed. Oh no, I'm gonna die to this, aren't I? Oh boy, I gotta dodge his Q. Okay, he never sent it, good. Now we'll back. Oh my goodness. Nukes. Nukes everywhere. So our level 4 talent though is Siphoning Toxins. So while we have our poison applied to an enemy, we'll heal, and this heal is increased by a significant amount if that unit has 3 stacks of poison on him. So we're just gonna continue to soak because with this build we are very much a late game monster. And I think actually, just now with what we got, I can deal with this man a little bit more. Because our level 7 talent will allow us to crit for the next 4 auto attacks after we activate our W. Now, unfortunately though, doesn't look like we quite had enough to deal with him because he's able to press his E on us, which I think I just got outplayed. I think I know how to handle that. And we're going to handle it better next time. I think we should put our poison on the enemy and press W, run for dear life. And we're going to lose middle lane.
Nature reclaims
maybe we'll just kill some towers. Live a nice harmonious life. And we're getting rotated on those, so we have to run. My CP cup is back up, so we'll go ahead and take that. And maybe get a kill here on the enemy's Artanis. We were able to, as well as this Zul would be really nice. We'll go ahead and on him now that his effect has worn off. And between that poison, that should be enough to finish him. Yeah, you saw him die. That's one of my favorite things about this here is you can just get someone below their HP threshold and walk away. They'll die. Alright, Leaping Strike. This is a really strong ability for us, and it will help us tremendously in the 1v1. We're able to really start to deal with heroes, or at least gank heroes much easier now. Ow, that really hurt. Did he upgrade that? Oh, he did. He didn't upgrade the damage, but still it hurt a lot, and I didn't appreciate it. Get kited, idiot. Oh no, he's still gonna kill her though. Oh, if he went back in, I would have gone back in. And I have to back here, unfortunately. Did he ult me too? I think he did. We haven't died yet, so I can't check. Top, I can still fight here. And I will. He's looking for the nuke. Make sure that this nuke costs him his life. And hopefully I don't die to the Zul now. With him popping his ult, that's a lot of damage that he just is able to push out onto us. Another thing you'll notice is our wave clear is horrible now. At least compared to how it was in the other game. Going to use our ult because it grants us unstoppable to kite the Zul and his E, his evil E. And we're just going to back right here. Get full HP so we can hopefully gank this Asmodin a little more, who's not stacking amazing, thankfully. How about Artanis? He's going to get there. For sure he's going to get there, and we're not going to have a fun time. We will ping that we're on our way because I think I can handle this Artanis now. Definitely able to handle him with the help of the team. We're going to pick up Let Them Wither. This will make it so our W, whenever we activate that. Ooh, can I get him? What do you think? Probably not. I doubt it. You can at least come down here to Murky, though. I can't help myself. Oh no, I clipped the wall wrong. At least he'll die, surely, right? Where's it at? Did he cleanse the poison? Ah, there it is. Oh. It could have been worse. You're right, Lunara. That definitely was a silly play. But he did go for Wizened Duelist, so stonks? Yeah, that's good for me. But thankfully this game is getting into the later stage, so we're gonna start to absolutely pummel these enemies with our unfair advantage at level 16, which will I never went over Let Them Wither. Well, Let Them Wither increases the duration of our slow from our W, as well as it will no longer decay. So the slow is even better in so many different ways. Yeah, you better run full. Enemy team is pushing hard. I'm going to... I really should be down there defending. But I fear for my allies. Alright, we'll just sit here and back then. Yeah, there's no saving her. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. This was a bad play. I should have just come here immediately. Now, I gotta pick which one I want, and I think I want the... I guess Zul is the only one I can catch up to in time. So that's the one we're gonna go for. But I'm just gonna make sure that I got my poisons applied to both of them. So we're able to kite him and hopefully pick up a kill here. With the help of Murky, we should be able to. Yeah. Die, boy. We gotta be cautious of a dunk, so we're gonna back in a weird spot. Make sure we don't get dunked. I don't think he's thinking about that anymore though.
Choose a talent.
So you'll notice I've been having to back a lot more this game. That's due to two reasons. One, we obviously don't have a healer anymore. And two, as I mentioned at the start, they're all auto attack heroes. So I have nothing to dodge with my fun movement ability, which is just my mount. Which means if they right click me, I take damage. Rather than if a Kel'Thas right clicks me, I can just dodge his abilities and then he doesn't deal damage. So that is one thing to think about if you want to be picking Lunara, is she's not the best into auto attackers. She's really good into mages, but not the best into auto attackers. I will ping we're on our way here. Hopefully we can, if not save our ally, at least, alright, at least get a counter kill, but looks like the enemy team just is backing out. I would have liked to sippy cup before I re-engaged here. Be able to catch up to the enemy unit there, and maybe with my abilities keep myself alive. Run, 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 run. That shield from Genji dealt a lot. I should have waited for the protection to end. I thought I had timed it well, but I didn't. But unfair advantage, it increases the damage of our poison by 60% to units who are slowed. Slowed, rooted, or stunned. So we are packing a slow with our crippling spores, which means these enemies are getting wrecked. Unfortunately, I'm just now looking at the minimap, and I say that, but we've been getting wrecked in every aspect. Surely his stacks are high. So yeah, I don't see us winning this game, but you'll at least be able to understand the mechanics of Lunara, as well as a little bit of an understanding of what build to pick and which one's not. Also, auto attack build fluctuates. There is an auto attack build that I see people play a lot, and I think it's statistically the best one, where it's a oh, I want this soul gone. Really nice ult by the friendly Nova. Not Nova, Sonya. Their names are similar. Leave me alone. But there is an auto attack build that is focused on applying your poison to everyone on the enemy team. I don't play it, but I'm sure you can figure out what it is exactly. I don't quite remember what it is, but it has something to do with, I think, at level 7. Yeah, you go splintered spears. I just like the Wild Vigor better, because if I'm going auto attack build, it's meant to burst one target, rather than have it applied to several. We got to be careful of this enemy Greymane. Although, if he was by himself, we could have maybe started to fight him. So you can see my poison is ticking and dealing a crit tick, just because this enemy is slowed. Whew. Able to kite them a little bit, and by the enemy teams focusing me, we were able to pick up hopefully a double kill. There we go, a double kill, very nice. And a building destroyed. Friendly team was able to kill the Asmodan. Oh my goodness. Alexa, play "Lose Yourself" by Eminem, because this is our one shot. Intensifying Toxins is what we're gonna pick up here at level 20. This will mean if an enemy has 3 stacks of our poison, our crit damage is significantly increased. Significantly. And by significantly, I do mean 40% increased. Able to pick up a team kill, actually, so we're immediately going to go push top lane, because that is the boss lane, most important lane in the game. We can use our W to make our auto attacks crit. And yeah, so intensifying toxins, 3 stacks of our poison, and our poison's damage will be increased by 40%. So that comboed with our unfair advantage, and these enemies are now slowed by 100%. Or my poison's damage is increased by 100% when units are slowed. Alright. Our Nova's name is Nova? That's sick. Um, just showing my face there was hopefully enough to get our Nova out, but she wants to stay and play the spooky game. um, Still no stacks of the Wizened Duelist, so that's good. Um, and Sonya's setting up for a kill here in the top lane. Unfortunately, though, we are super split, so I don't know how I feel about this fight. But if the friendly team wants to take it, I suppose we can. We'll go ahead and use our ult to ensure that the kill on the enemy heroes, and trying to use my leap to get away, but it's hard to get away from a spooky Genji boy. We did pick up a double kill, but it wasn't quite enough. Maybe Nova can come in here and stop their boss push, if that's what the enemy team decides to do. I should have sent the Wisp out right before I died to scout the boss, because Wisp, you can use it, I believe, while you're dead. You can definitely use it while you're backing, at least.
I think they're on to us. Be careful.
Can you check it? Send a clone in there? No. Is this split push Nova? It is. Oh my goodness, that's cool. I mean, like, split push Nova sucks, but it's cool to see. We will be alive in time to defend the boss, but it's a hefty boss that's going to be hard to defend. Especially with Asmodan and his... Did he pick up Siegebreaker? No, but his Demonic Invasion, I'm pretty sure, is up. So I think we'll get on the Zul, trying to make sure that we are dodging any abilities we can, especially from the boss. We'll pre-Sippy Cup for this fight, and I'm going in on this Zul, trying to run away from Asmodan's abilities as well. And we'll be able to chase him down decently with all of this damage. Oh no! He has enough health to run too. Sadness, sadness, sadness. My leaps have been very poor this game. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage. I've been expecting them to, put like right there. I used it, and I kind of expected me to, I don't know, get pushed further back this way or up that way. I can't remember how the setup was, but it didn't take me far enough to get out of the range of Asmodan's ability. Additionally, Leaping Strike, it also slows enemies for a very split second, and deals bonus damage. I don't think I ever told you what that did. And then Thornwood Vine, it deals an initial damage as well as applies our trait. Friendly team should be able to pick up at least one kill here, if not two. But this Genji had a very long ult, which was tough for them to deal with. Nova's doing her best to defend against the Artanis and Greymane down here in the bottom lane. But I think Greymane's now heading top, so I'm debating. I think I'll head down this way. That team fight in the top seems to be dissolving. And he'll get taken down with fair ease. We're gonna head into the top lane now. Doesn't look like we'll be able to stall this objective any longer than we did, but if I show up, hopefully I can save my allies and pick up a couple kills. I'm looking for the Genji. We're not gonna be able to find him. That's okay though. Oh, close. No bosses up. We got catapults in the mid lane though, but Zul is now respawning, so I guess we'll just capture vision camps. And maybe take this camp. We'll see what the friendly team does. Because we still actually, we could push, but I need the whole team there. Can't just be me. Genji and Zul's a problem. Just one of them though I can kite and hopefully kill. But I wouldn't be able to handle both of them. Put out some decent damage onto the building, and how low is Zul? Not low at all. They were able to pick up a kill on our Li Ming too, which is no good for us because she's been dealing a lot of damage, I think. Psych. She is not. I lied. I'll use my Wisp to scout just right here. And I'll go ahead and activate all my abilities to try and burst this camp quickly, with the Wisp giving us vision if the enemies were to rotate in on us. And with this Artanis caught a little bit out of position here, hopefully we can pick up a kill on him. Nice octograb by Murky. And we got 2 camps pushing here, so I will 100% fight right now. You can see right there, we're able to dodge Asmo's abilities. No problem. Not a problem at all. Alright, we'll back out with that ult. However, dodging a Greymane auto attack, that's a little harder. Can't really dodge that with our bonus movement speed. So now that we're in the super late game, we're really looking for any odd picks and support we can offer our allies. So I would love to keep going in on him, but dying this late in the game would cost us probably the game. However, this fight isn't the worst thing ever. Especially with that Zul getting caught out with his pants down. Going to put out my slows wherever I can, and that's a good leap. Finally. Finally one I can find acceptable. We'll just have to run away from the Artanis ult though, as I don't think I can re-engage on this fight. How long does it last? Okay, it's done. Am I low enough to get dunked? I don't think so. Back at full HP, and then be here for the next fight, which Zul is dead, but Nova and Li Ming are, which means, and Sonya has to back, which means we should probably just go into straight defense mode. We'll try to stop the Asmodean from ulting in on us, but I think that's all we could do. By ulting, I mean his nuke, because he picked one up. And he headed down there. So, we'll look for a kill on the Greymane. Not quite able to find him, though, in time. Continue to play safe. Genji will, or not Genji. Murky will be taken down, but he's just a little Murloc, so he'll be back in a few moments. I need another water or something. This has been a long game. It's going to be a long video. Holy cow. We'll head down to the bottom lane, ask for some defense from the friendly team. Hopefully Sonya comes, because she's been a huge help to us with peeling as well as just stopping the enemies from coming near us. Artanis immediately ulting on top of me, which honestly is probably for the better, because that was a bad time for him to use it. I kind of wanted to sippy cup there, but I didn't, so... Ooh, keep going, team, keep going. Going to try and get an ult off on the Greymane here. There we go. That's a good ult. And hopefully be able to chase down the Zul now as well. And with that, that is a... If we're able to pick up the kill here, which I'm sure we will be able to, that's a 4-kill, quadra kill, with none of us dead, and we should be pushing middle and trying to end this game, because we're not going to get a better opportunity than right now. Friendly team wants to take camps though, unfortunately, but I think we can just kill their buildings and hopefully end the game. I put myself in a bad spot though. I didn't think Genji would be back in time. Oh no, it's all going wrong. Well, then at least we'll get 2 buildings, rather than just the core. But yeah, that could have been the core team. Oh well. I misplayed. They might still be able to end, but I doubt it with the enemy team respawning. And with me dead, as I've been a big part of our damage. Really nice octograb though by our Murky will allow us to kill the Genji, and now our odds of winning are very high, especially with the double kill picked up, and that should... Woo, it's gonna be close. Nova getting very low and taken down by the Greymane, who's popping off right now, dealing tons of damage to us. Li Ming able to get a reset kill onto him though, but looks like there's nothing more than just a stalemate. So I'll be back in time to defend our core. Hopefully friendly team can get some camps. Did he go for... Yeah, the Tooth and Claw is what was wrecking us there with his 2% Wizened Duelist. It's been like 1 or 2% this whole game.
Prepare for warhead deployment.
However, with the 2 that are alive, I can beat them in a 1v1. So, maybe even a 2v1. That's being ambitious, but maybe a 2v1. Asmoned did take a camp. I'm gonna look for it. Go ahead and use our ability to try and escape the grasp of that, but not quite able to. Thankfully, though, that caused the enemy team to miss position, and that'll allow us to pick up a kill. Ah! Oh no! I'm mega slowed. Alright, a little bit of healing. I'm messing with it. Go ahead and back right here quickly. That kill on Zul is pretty big. It allows us to open the map up a little more, clear out our lanes, and do that with general safety. Whew, what a tight game. I think we should go for boss. Yeah, Zul's dead. If we get boss, this boss has so much HP. Yeah, this is not a bad play if we're able to burst in time. I'm going to take the sneaky route to make sure enemy team doesn't know. And they're all fighting bottom anyway, so... I'll go ahead and tank a shot or two. Just to ensure that we get this boss, because Sonya cannot take any more hits. Oh, this might have been a misplay. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, both Sonya and I were 1 auto away. That was way too stressful. I thought we'd be able to kill that much easier. Now Greymane and Artanis are coming in on our core, and those two can definitely kill me. The 2 of them together. One of them 1v1, I don't know. But both of them together, no, it would be tough for me to handle. We'll ping her on our way here. Yeah, get this, man. Gonna go ahead and use my lead to hopefully get closer to this Asmodan, which I think I can kill if I catch up to him in time. But I don't know which way he went. So, he probably went to defend the boss. Which boss isn't even gonna get that building, is it? If it got that building, it would be nice. Nice. There we go. Artanis, the later this game goes on, the more stacked both him and Asmodan are going to be. Asmodan's still not having his stacks here at the, what is this, 28-minute mark? I would love to poke some damage out on Zul, but I also have to run. Is Zul slowing me? I got slowed heavily by something earlier. Oh, it was Sin's Grasp. Yeah. Nova is just chilling in the top lane, trying to wreak havoc. And nice Octo Grab coming out there by the friendly team. It should hopefully be able to get us a kill. And we might be able to pick up 2, which would help us just end the game here. Unfortunately, Lizo. Oh no. Oh, Bone Spear killed me. But that is a double kill, possibly a triple if we're able to get this. Oh, the Zul. But no, and we are now in a very, very bad situation where this enemy team can walk to our core and kill it. Very close game. What dealt all that damage to me? It was Genji's deflect. I think he used deflect whenever Li Ming was using pure Archon right into it, which yeah, that's a no-no in the Book of Hots. That's thankfully though the enemy team didn't decide to push our core, so we'll be able to live to fight at least one more life. This Murky has had really, really good Octo Grabs, so props to him. Quite honestly, the only reason we haven't lost this game yet is because of our Murky. And I guess Nova's done a really good job of soaking. And then Sonya's had good lockdown. We've been playing really well. I think we've been playing much better than the enemy team. But they just have better heroes than us in the current state. I am terrified for where I'm at, but I think I can kill Artanis. So we're going to take the Vision Camp, and if he's alone, I think he's a dead man. Yeah, his armor's reduced and everything. Come on, let me get him. Oh no, Zul showed up. Yeah, poison got him at least. Oh, but he did get another stack, so. Like, yeah, it could have been worse. That's essentially how that goes. Why? Is it when I want to do a double header, we get the world's longest match ever? It's because there's no healer. In matches like this, whenever there's no healer, if you get a team kill, you're typically 1 HP and you have to back, so you don't have enough health to solo a core or deal damage to a core. Although Azmodan single-handedly could easily kill our core with an ult, I think. You saw how fast he bursted that building this late in the game. I think he'd be able to. Friendly team is kind of unsure about what they want to do. Do they want to push core? Do they want to take a camp? Really nice octograb once again. And hopefully we'll be able to take down this Zul, whose bone armor is gone, or bone shield. I don't know what it's called. But elsewhere in the map, friendly team died, so another trade. But at least we should end up with one camp, so that's a plus in my eyes. Who do I need to be focusing? Azmodan's got a lot of damage. Artanis does. Genji's been picking us off, though. I don't know who to focus. So I guess just whoever positions poorly. And I need to be saving my leaping strikes now for a defensive ability. I now understand that. Nice pickup by Murky and myself. Finally, a net positive. And with Nova's push, we might just be able to force a fight and win. We don't have our Li Ming, but that might be for the better. It might be for the better because she won't attack the deflecting Genji. To be fair, that one fight, all of us were attacking the deflecting Genji, myself included. Ooh. Able to take down the Ooh. Oh no, I attacked the deflecting Genji. It's all going wrong. I think I have to back. I think I gotta back out. Friendly team has enough health to deal with them. This is what I'm talking about though. Both teams had a good fight. We came out on top. But no one can push the core because there's no healers. It's a shame this Azmodan went for an E build, because if not, I think I could be 1v1ing him as well.
Order complete. Warheads fully deployed.
Looking forward to this.
Enemy team is positioning for a boss by the look of things, so we'll head up that way with the friendly team. As Nova continues to split push. I'll ping that I have Wisp, which I can send in there right now. Oh no. The Artanis is in on us, but with our damage, we're able to pick up a kill on him, and hopefully Genji is next. Oh my goodness, the minions too! The minions betrayed us! Able to pick up a kill on the Genji as well, and I'm too low to continue fighting here. Yeah, I think I can get one shot by this enemy. However, Nova is getting damage ticking on their core. Go Nova, go! Nova in the Winions. Yeah, I think we won off that. Holy cow, G frickin' G. I think at the start of the game I made fun of the Nova. Never again will I let that happen. Never again. Look at that siege damage. MVP. GG. You can see once again our damage numbers were ridiculously high for our team. We were able to get a really nice numbers on the scoreboard. And this was with the auto attack build. So the auto attack build is really good at picking off heroes, but it does have a few weaknesses, such as your burst damage is lacking. but in a 1v1 situation, it's really strong. So the build for this auto attack was um, Nature Perspective, Siphoning Toxin, Wild Vigor, Leaping Strike, Let Them Wither, Unfair Advantage, and Intensifying Toxin. This video has been way too long. I hope you guys enjoyed. GG's.